Hey David, this is going to be the script that I'm going to send you, okay? I'm going to go over the script, kind of give you the points to why this is written the way it's written. Um, Also, that the script is not permanent. You don't have to go with the script, okay? You can change some things, but I want you to stay on track of it, okay? And then there's certain things, again, that we're going to need to address and possibly your input to change things, okay? So, starting out, we're going to start out with do you questions, okay? Because we need to let them know, like, or get them in the situation where they're not in their head, yes, like, okay, that applies to me, okay? Do you have a house you need to sell? Is it in bad condition or outdated? Or do you need to sell your house fast because of a life situation like a job relocation, divorce, bad tenants, pre foreclosure, inheritance, a vacant house, or any other reason? Have you tried? Okay, the next one, we're agitating past failures. This isn't going to apply to everybody, but when it does, it's going to work really well. Okay, so have you tried to sell your house already, but due to needed repairs or a lengthy traditional sale, you've had to look for another solution? Okay, we can say it like this, or if you find another more natural way to say it, you can do that as well. Okay, so now we're going to hit the big problem. Okay, the problem with the traditional sale is you need to get the house repaired and up to code. Then the time it takes to sell is unpredictable, and in most cases, a very long process. So I'm going to show you another way. So we're really hitting the big problem, but we're assuring them that we're going to show them, the way of or the solution. Okay. So intro. Hi, my name is David Calloway, and real estate has been a part of my family business for over 30 years. We saw good people stuck in bad situations, either losing their houses or stuck with a house giving them nothing but problems and headaches. Okay, now we hit high drama, so we're going to really try to bring more emotion to it. We're going to try to capture. This is where we're going to have to try to like tweak it a little bit more. But we're trying to get people emotionally invested into the story that we're about to tell. Because when you get somebody's emotion into anything that you do, you know how it goes because you're doing kind of sales too. Okay, when you're doing sales, it's always taught. The heart is closer to the wallet than the brain. Okay, meaning emotions are the things that make sales happen, not logic. Okay, so we're trying to bring emotion into this by basically by telling a story and get them emotionally connected to it. The first time I saw this happen, I was talking to an older gentleman. He rented out his house to his son, only the son never paid rent and trashed the place. He was stuck with a trashed house and behind on payments that he couldn't afford. There I was. This could be me, dead down the line, or one of my family members. I remember the feeling empathy, but at the same time mad. Someone would do this to their own dad. I thought no one should go through something like this. So I bought the house from him. Even though I couldn't buy it at market value because of all the work and the cost of the repairs, but I bought it in its as is condition, and since he needed a fast close, I didn't involve a bank, paid cash. I still remember how relieved he was. I literally saw his shoulders drop down from relief, and we were able to get him out of that situation. It felt good. Isn't that awesome? Okay, isn't that awesome at the end? So it's like yes. Okay, I did a couple things when I did this. We're gonna have to bring a lot more into it. Just like when you're telling a story and anything, you want to start giving exactly how you felt. When I was sweating, I felt my pores open up. I was hot, like I felt my chest open, like when I was breathing, my lungs, I could feel them coming up. Anything to get them emotionally attached to it. Just like in the beginning of a story, what we're trying to like, or in the beginning of a movie, how it works is, those good ones, they start high drama and then they bring it back. Okay, so trying to start high and then bring it back. We'll switch this around. This is the one we're going to need to switch around the most probably. But we're also giving them a hint, not a hint, but letting them know kind of how we did it. Okay. Now the next thing is where you call it hit the wall. Okay. So now you're telling them, you hit us to a spot where you're like, all right, I'm either going to be going, my same path, or I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna fix this. Okay. So I'm a real estate agent, so I saw this happen time and time again. I was sick of it. Okay, right there, I'm like, okay, this is it. And now we're gonna do what they call Inception. So Inception, the movie, they're trying to convince this guy, right, to go in his dreams or whatever it is to convince him to think for himself that he wants something that they want him to think. Okay, so that's just kind of what we're trying to do in this whole script and this whole situation is what we're trying to do. Okay, like okay, yeah, like I need to sell this cash is what they need See, the problem is no one wants to buy a house that needs a lot of work, and they're definitely not going to close fast. You don't want to get estimates and think it through. You're going to want to use a bank, and a lot of banks won't approve a loan on a house like that. Maybe you don't need many repairs. You just can't wait for your house to sit on the market and a lengthy close. Okay, so right now we're trying to just bring out a situation where they're okay, I fit that situation. Yeah, I can't wait for that. I'm not going to be able to really kind of do that route. So now we have to get them thinking um, yeah, I need what he did with that other guy type thing. Okay. So after we say loan lengthy close, and we'd be like, see, I was tired of seeing this happen to people. So I decided to do something. And then we're giving them a path to a solution, meaning we're letting them know how we got to the solution. And then we're kind of giving them eventually like how difficult it was to get to that solution. Now, this is quickly written. We can move this out a little bit more, but I want to give you the idea of where we're moving with this. Okay. So it passes to the solution. So I tried saving money and buying and reselling. Then I could only help a very limited amount of people. So I met with some people with a lot of excess cash. These people would love to give me money they needed as long as I can give them a return on their money. And it worked. Now we're going to start pointing fingers. Nobody wants to know that it's their fault. And when you start pointing fingers, you're almost like teaming up together. You're letting them know, like, this isn't your fault. It's their fault. We're here, you're there type thing. We're going to adjust this as well with your input. But you see, it's not your fault you're stuck in this situation. The banks either give us unfavorable loans or the market changes. People's expectations for updated move-in ready homes have increased and leave us stuck in this bad spot. After I realized these problems, I was able to see how to come up with a solution. And we give them a solution: cash. So I don't have to worry about a bank's approval or time frame. So hidden benefits. I was able to buy houses fast. And since I don't have to get an approval, I can buy your house no matter the condition. I don't want any money to have to come out of your pocket for the transaction. So I'll even pay the closing costs. Another great thing is you won't have to pay any agent fees or hidden fees like a survey or a mortgage title policy, which kind of adds up. And then we're going to give them a pain. So this is going to be a little bit different too as well, but this is the beginning of it. So the painful solution. It took me a lot of meetings and time to get the cash reserve I need for your house. You'll benefit from it. So we'll give them a little bit more like, this is what I had to do type thing, after countless times of meeting with people and finally getting through to whoever it is. Okay, we'll rewrite that, but that's just the idea of it. Okay, and we actually give them the official offer. This will definitely be moved around a bit. Okay, but you'll benefit it. So fill out the form on the page or call right now. So and then we'll put something like, so we can give you, or so I can give you. So I can give you the chance to get the best cash offer for your house, along with a fast close and no repairs needed. Imagine what it will be like to move on from this and getting this problem off your shoulders. So I'll be waiting to hear from you. Awesome. Just cut like right there. This is a shortened version of how I would do a normal video. If we have more time and we'll make another longer video, we'll probably split test it. But this is just so we can get some people feeling a little bit more emotions on it without, I guess, basically just trying to tell them, I'm going to buy your house type thing. So if they feel like they know you, even if we give them a bigger backstory on you, when we do the introduction of yourself, as long as they know something from you, they're going to feel like they know you more. So when you're actually introducing yourself, even after email, it's going to be the email that's going to be sent out. I'm going to adjust it too. So, hey, this is David again. Thanks for submitting your form, blah 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 blah. And then we're going to make it to where they're going to feel really comfortable. So when you meet with them, it's like they've known you for a while, which is going to be a lot easier for you to close on these properties, or at least get them under contract. Okay. If you have any, questions, or you want to move on from this, or move ahead with this and make adjustments, we'll go ahead and we'll work on it back and forth, and we'll get this thing down to where we're getting our conversions up and we're seeing a lot more contracts be signed. Okay. So, talk soon, man.